Alright, Taurus, here we go with December 2022 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is technically timeless because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. So maybe somebody will watch this in August of 2024 and go, wow, I don't know. Okay, pre-shuffle, surface energy. Ace of Swords, crossed by the Six of Pentacles. Somebody here is well fucking aware. The truth has hit somebody hard that they give to the wrong things. Okay? Whatever that means. To someone else, to a job too much, to their ego. I don't know. But the energy has changed. This is the World card. It's the most powerful card I could pull. It's about a cycle that's trying to change here. But there's still a block. There's a big ego with this person. They don't want to see what the Ace of Swords is showing them about what they're given to, right? Even though the energy has changed, it's stubborn, right? It's like somebody whose doctor tells them to stop drinking, or you're gonna die, right? And they keep drinking. They just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Don't even try to stop. You know, I'm not talking about the person that tries and fails. Hey, shit happens. That's some tough shit. I get that. I'm talking about they don't even try. You know, it's like that. Because I see this ego here in this King of Wands, and I see you two. I see the soulmate connection, the Two of Cups. Their ego is getting in the way of them actually doing something equal give and take. Even equal give and take, the Six of Pentacles. But they know the truth. The 11-11, the whole month of November and December hit this person hard. All right? But we still got to get past their ego. We still have to. There's some sort of crow they're going to have to eat, as they say, to come back your way. Because in the Taurus angle, this is generally somebody who you were either with and then they left you, or they just plain ran. Okay? All right, so let's see. I mean, literally just plain ran. All right, let's give the deck a shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus, universe. Let's go. This first card out is Before the Cut. So why the fuck are we here? 10 Pentacles. Yeah, they had that with you. That's the truth. It ties back to the pre-shuffle. They either had 10 Pentacles with you, look at the picture, or they could have. They're aware of whichever category your person falls in, they're fucking aware of it. But their ego is getting in the way. That King of Wands is getting in the way still of two soulmates coming together. Let's cut the deck. What comes after the 10 of Pentacles? Look at that. The Queen of Tits. The Empress. It's you. This is a different deck, by the way, than I used for Aries. Aries got the Empress a couple of times in their reading too. All right? No, it's not the same reading by any means. The energy is completely different, and the message is different. But this Empress energy is strong this month. It's coming up inside your person, right? It literally is. And it's making them, metaphorically speaking, want to be inside the Empress. Okay? Can I just phrase it like that? How about that? Listen, you're all they're thinking about. They are aware of this. You are some energy, and I tell you this all the time. I'm sorry, am I patting her on the ass? Okay. You are some energy that completes this person. They need you more than you need them, but you are a completion energy for them. And until they get past that ego, they're always going to be missing something. It's always going to feel off. They're always going to feel like they're always going to know they're given to the wrong things. This is very powerful. This is a very powerful attraction they have for you. Maybe that even looks like you. I don't know. It's possible for some of you. Even if you're a dude, maybe you're a rocker, right? And that looks like you. I don't know. Those could be your pajamas. You may have a blanket like this. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just compelled to mention that. All right? There's a strong attraction. No matter that's mostly for those of you, because I know in the Taurus angle somebody ran off because they thought the grass was greener on the other side. Or shall we say, if they're a dude, they thought the bush was greener on the other side. Whatever the case is, it wasn't. All right? We're giving the deck a shuffle here. Let's go. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus for December 2022. What's going on with this ego person? How can they resist the Empress, even in frumpy pajamas? That is very bangable. I'm going to tell you. It's very desirable all the way around, though. It's more than that, of course. All right. All right. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is this regret that's around this Eight of Cups. Someone's entire life right now, where they thought the grass was greener on the other side, is 8 broken cups. And they need to walk toward this. But there's also a lot of regret around this card, this overall energy. There's a looming cloudy day, darkness, one of those gray days kind of thing around it. Somebody walked away from the wrong thing is an easy way to describe it. What's underneath this? Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. All of this stuff we've been talking about is something this person tries to push back. The Empress tells us they can't. Okay, they try to distract themselves, but the Empress says they can't. So let's see where we go. This is going to be very interesting with 8 cups as our overall energy. This is the theme here. This is the energy around your connection. This is your person, how they're behaving in the 3D. This is their soul. This is the hidden energy, the message from the universe, red with the energy of the connection. This is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top at the end. Let's see where we go. All right? Be sure and watch the monthly overview. It's very important for everyone, and it came out. It's been coming out. It's been showing up a lot in these readings. All right, especially every time we see the 9 of Wands. Pay attention for that. I don't know if you're going to get it or not, but Jesus, Aries did all over the fucking place. All right, here we go. Energy around your connection. Hangman. Yeah, somebody is letting their ego get in the way. Nothing. It's just, it's on pause. Right? It's like your connection is a DVD, and the universe had to get up and take a piss. So it puts the pause button on, and now the fickle old gal is in there taking a piss. The universe, of course, that's what we call the universe around here, because she is a fickle old gal. Sending me this reading as my second reading in. Yeah, it's just on pause until somebody puts the ego down. All right? They just, I don't know, maybe they like drinking out of jagged cups. They know they fucked up here. That Ace of Swords energy was very strong. Why were they behaving in the 3D? So that explains this distracting, but they can't distract because I saw the Empress. All right, and once I see that, it's all done. That's it. Why are they behaving in the 3D? 2 cups. Yeah, again, they can't distract themselves. The connection's on pause while the universe, the fickle old gal, is taking a pee and has put our connection on pause. Right? While she's peeing, all she's doing is thinking about the connection and what's on pause and getting up and unpausing it. Right? Or possibly how to avoid getting up and unpausing it. Right? Maybe trying to come up with something else to do, some kind of distraction. It's hard for this person to put the ego down, and I often say about your person, I think there's some past unresolved issue here. It can read as PTSD. Okay? It can. And I don't fault them if that's what it is. I get it. But still, you're a completion energy for them. You could be of real help. Okay? They kind of need it. Soul energy. It bookending the Hangman. Yeah, there's the ego. We got some cards from the pre-shuffle coming back, but they're getting placements now. That's very powerful when that happens. The King of Wands. Again, there's the ego in the soul. The King of Wands doesn't belong in the soul. All right, here's what they want. Okay, I'll just show it to you this way. Here's what they want: 2 soulmates coming together. Okay, to bang the Empress. Okay, that's what they want. Here's what's stopping it. Here's why we're in the Hangman, because these are bookends. Basically, the Hangman is crossing the King of Wands. Environmental energy is the Hangman. Because somebody's ego. Okay, the soul is off. And they're content to distract themselves, but I know they can't. Because of this, and because of the Empress, and because of the whole fucking pre-shuffle in general. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with the Hangman. The world. And what's the potential final outcome? The 6 of Pentacles. The potential final outcome is, I pulled it because I knew there were going to be cards from the pre-shuffle coming back. And I just wanted to lay them out because they're important. The world here tells us, it's red with the Hangman, that this is going to change and somebody's going to give to this. I know, I feel like I'm playing checkers, right? Or chess or some checkmate. Well, this is checkmate, right? It is, because the world is saying the cycle has changed. They can't keep this, it's not going to sustain. You're a completion energy for them. So the world turns the Hangman up on his head and he gets down off the Hangman tree. They do give You will get something from this person. I don't know what, though. I can't tell you it's going to be all roses and rainbows and lovely and you'll be back together. There's a good chance, because sometimes this is a very generous person, right? It's one of those rich people. Sometimes rich people are assholes, okay? And they treat people like shit. They think they get a little God complex, and they think that, yeah, because I'm giving you this, you know, they feel there's some kind of deity or something like that, right? A God complex. There's a little of that here, because we have ego. And ego is where that comes from. So they may give to this, but they might be a real prick about it. All right, their intention is to say I love you and I'm sorry about what happened, and just bare their soul to you. But there is no soul. There's ego in the soul. This tells me the soul is off. This is the soul's off button. So how it may come out, instead of I love the Empress, I love you, I'm sorry about this and that. It may come out them yelling at you about something, right? Something that you left at their house, or something that you said, or something, some bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. All right? So we'll see. I'm just being honest with you. But you will hear from this person. It's checkmate, big time. Why is the Hangman here? We're going to use the little animal deck. We'll get something pretty powerful here on top of the Rider Waite. Why is the Hangman here? Tell me about the Hangman. What's going on? Why are we on pause? And how long is your piss, universe? Come on now. What you been drinking? What's going on in there? All right, here we go. All right. Thank you. Oh, yeah. The death card. The Hangman's coming. We're at the end of the Hangman period. The universe is just clear about that. Okay? I got change. I got new energy. I've got transformation. The Hangman is transforming. It's a double message. It says the same thing. All right? With almost equal power. What's on top? So this pause is done. The universe almost done taking a piss here. All right, what's on top? Yep, 7 of Pentacles. The energy is setting up here in December where it's just right for this person to show up. I do want you to pay attention to what I already told you, though. Okay? This divine timing, it's what the kids call it. It just means the energy is right. The energy recipe is going to be right for this person to do something about this. I think they're going to have to. But I think they might blow it. Every time I look at this 8 of Cups, I see someone who blew it. These were 8 perfect cups. He came over and started talking to them in an effort to bring them together, and he ended up breaking them. You know? And now he's walking away in shame. There's a lot of shame around this 8 of Cups. It's a combination of shame for ditching you in the first place, and future shame for how they might behave here. I gotta be honest. But if you're wanting to hear from somebody, you're going to get readings like that all over YouTube. They're turning around and coming back because they regret it. Yeah, they do. But the energy is much deeper than that, I'm afraid. If it were that simple, they never would have left you in the first place. They never would have run in the first place. They never would, Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? 8 of Swords, yeah. When this person thinks about all of this, they get very afraid. And when people with big egos, and I know plenty of them, I live in Los Angeles. Okay, I know plenty of these assholes on power. That's why I don't admire all those people on the internet that we put on pedestals. All those billionaires that we put on pedestals that we think are terrific and rule the world and run their companies great. They don't. Most of them are just fuckwits that got lucky. That's all. And it really is. I've never met one that I thought was really cool, and I've met a few. I think they all got a bit of a God complex and a fucking problem. We put the wrong people on pedestals. We often do. And I'm going to tell you, remember what I said about this. When people like this, with ego, who are holding themselves back and distracting themselves, when people with a big ego get scared, they react violently. They react irrationally. They break the 8 cups, which were perfectly fine, and then walk away and later feel the shame of it, of course, because the energy has changed and you're all they can feel. So again, this card backs up this person may behave the fool here. Okay? Why is the 2 of Cups here? They may behave the fool. Alright. Why is the 2 of Cups here? Why? Why is the 2 of Cups here? Wow. It's a tower. It's the tower crossing the Two of Cups. Listen, you guys. I'm serious. This person's showing up. But that's a lot of energy. And when I pair it with the universe sets up the recipe, it's like when the universe comes back from the bathroom after taking a pee to put the DVD back on play or play the on-demand movie or whatever it is, the TV blows up. You know, it is. It's what I told you. When an ego-based person like this gets scared but feels like they have to do it, when they get cornered, they act stupidly. They do stupid things. Okay? Oh man, I hate commenting on societal energies, but it's all over the news right now, and I wrote an article about it. You know, it's my Twitter article and my blog. Feel free to read it. You know, it is what it is. It's almost a classic example of what happens when somebody does something stupid and then tries to save face at the same time. It's you know, it's the tower. They just show up, but it's very explosive. Two soulmates come together, but it's very explosive. It's okay. What's on top? It's hard. Yeah, the Lovers. I'll tell you what I told Aries. I think they're going to do it. I think when the energy sets up just right, sometime in December, maybe early January. I'm not a time lord, but it will. It'll scare the shit out of them. They're going to be all up in their head, all crazy about ego. I think they do show up right here. We got two soulmates coming together. This is a very powerful connection. This is also a completion energy. It backs up what I said. The Lovers on top of the Two of Cups. It's a completion energy. It's why a lot of readers you might see on YouTube say when they see these two cards, it's twin flame or it's deep soul or whatever. That's because it's a completion energy. Okay? They probably don't know that themselves. I'm telling them. So now everybody around YouTube is going to say it's a completion energy. You watch, you'll see 500 videos of everyone talking about it, but it is. You complete them. They need what you got, but they don't like it, and that creates this. Okay, why's the Lovers here? Yeah, Six of Swords. It's amazing the similarities. Different reading completely, but the similarities between you and the Aries reading from different decks is mind-blowing. So that tells me that my monthly overview is spot the fuck on. Six of Swords. Yeah. Somebody is showing up. But it's overlaid by an energy of a tower. And it's not a tower. I don't want to hear somebody say the tower means you tear things down and rebuild on a solid structure. It can mean that. It can also just mean you hit play and the TV blows up. And that's what this is. It's an explosive tower. It's because the connection is so powerful. It's because it's completion energy and because they run from that and they're scared about it and you're all they think about. Let's pull on this ego. I don't like King of Wands in the soul position in my reading. I don't. And especially when it's crossed by the Hanged Man and it's why we're on pause here. All right? What you're looking at right now, on pause, your connection. Imagine this is the fickle old gal universe and not a dude. You're watching her pee right now. That's it. It's right there. She's very modest even when she pees. She just leaves the dress down. All right. So we got ego in the soul here, and it's what's jamming us up. It's what's causing towers. We got a bit of a God complex. We got what I mean by that. I don't mean your person is like a God complex. People who are ego-based, who have God complexes, for example, use that God complex as a protection mechanism or a defense mechanism, if you prefer. All right, it's a defense mechanism. I got a friend that went to Oxford University, right? And anytime she get cornered, she just brings up Oxford. Right? If she doesn't know the answer to a question, it's a complex question, she'll change the subject by saying, does it all the time. I pointed it out to her several times. She says, well, I went to Oxford. And at Oxford, she wants to point that out because it gives her some credibility in the conversation, makes her seem above the other people, so that what she has to say, even though it doesn't answer their question, is better, right, than what they were saying anyway. She uses, I often tell her, I said, you seem to have weaponized Oxford into some sort of defense mechanism. And she has. He might as well be a sword or a shotgun named Oxford. You know, it's like that. There's a bit of defensiveness here towards these emotions. Why is the King of Wands here? It's jamming us up. Ah, fuck my ass. Okay, fine. It's the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's just, they know it's that they know they want it. They know that saying, you know you want it, right? Like that. Yeah, you could literally sit across from this person and say, you know you want it, right? You could do that, and they'd get fucking defensive about it. They do want it. But and they disappoint themselves. Their own ego disappoints themselves, which only, unfortunately, increases their ego. It brings up it makes the defense mechanism wall thicker. That's all. What's on top? Yeah. They know the truth, Queen of Swords. They cut anything out that might damage this precious ego. It's very par for the course. It's textbook 101. It's narcissist, egomaniac, or someone who's protecting themselves with their ego. 101. Queen of Swords. Cut anything out that might hurt this. There's a guard at the door of the soul. Okay? God forbid they allow themselves to feel the Empress. God forbid. Right? Admit they were wrong. God forbid. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Two of Cups. Yeah. There's a wall in the ego. This is two cups. It's over here. Here you are in the 3D. Here you are in the 5D. And there's a guard here. It's everything I already told you. It's my friend who uses Oxford, who's weaponized Oxford into a defense mechanism. Okay? In that analogy, you know, their rationale for running from you is what they've weaponized. You know, well, I'm attracted to them, but, you know, I made the right call. I think I made the right decision. No, they didn't. And they know they didn't. That's the thing. That's the overall energy. Some cups are trying to get through here, but the Queen of Swords is stopping it. That's their little defense right there. I'm trying to get to the DM. No, you're not getting through. Right? It's like a little skit. We could do like little hand puppets here. It'd be great. All right, the world. Again, this is just a person who needs to, that ego's been getting in our way since the pre-shuffle. But they do come in. And I think they're an asshole when they do. And I'm the only reader that's going to tell you that, I bet. I bet. I sacrifice views because I say stuff like that. Oh, God forbid I don't get any views. I don't care. I don't care if 2 of you watch this video. If it helps you out and it's honest. I don't mean they're going to be a complete prick. I just mean, like Aries, for example, the reading before you. The person showed up, but there was Queen of Wands here. They were not really going to be completely honest about the Ace of Cups that was up here. You know, they're going to hold back a little. This is not even what that is. This is somebody who's showing up under the energy of feeling like they're doing you a favor, showing up. Right? Like I said, this God complex rich asshole giving to these poor people. He feels like he's doing them a favor. Okay? I would never feel like that if I was giving some money to a homeless person. I would feel an energy of, you know, giving. Right? An energy of generosity. There's not that here. It's someone who is showing up because they can't stop thinking about this, because the energy set itself up just right for it to happen. They went in 8 swords, got defensive about it. They're showing up, but they're telling themselves, I'm showing up. I have all this love. I need this energy, but I'm going to show up like I'm doing them a favor. And it's going to come across a little bit shitty. Okay? A little bit. And it might start a fight. You might have a fight with this person. Every time I pull on you, I get something like this. Why is the world here? Or they may come in and just bitch at you about something. Right? Let them. Don't engage. My advice to you, Taurus, is do not engage. Let them bitch at you about it. You say, oh, let's say their name is Tom. Right? You say, oh, whatever, Tom. Okay. Just like that. Like you don't care. You're the Empress. You're getting banged later by some hot person from somewhere else. You don't care. Male or female. Doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. That's your response if they behave like that. Why is the world here? What's the universe want to tell us? If you could get a moment off the toilet, universe. Crossed by the King of Swords. Yeah, this person here is taking action. It's very swordsy. All right, we got the Queen here in the soul. We've got the King over here. The universe did that on purpose. All right, this one, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. Okay, hey, let's not go there. But this one's more powerful than this one. So this one shuts this one down, allows this to come toward the Two of Cups, but it comes toward the Two of Cups real assholey. Like it's doing them a favor. Holier than fucking thou. Woohoo. Oh, I'm so lucky you're here, runner. Thank God. I'm telling you. What's on top? I'm not making this shit up. Four of Wands. Some of you were married to this person. Some of you were in a relationship with this person. Some of you were not. But the reason I point that out is because the energy is actually set for a reconciliation of said marriage. But the reason, if you're like, well, that's not happening, Steve. I know. For reasons I've already fucking told you. Why is the Four of Wands here? It doesn't even matter. The energy is set, whether you were married to them or with them or not, the energy is set for you guys to have a new beginning. But it's not happening the way it should be for reasons I've already told you. Why is the Four of Wands here? And look who came back. The very tower that's crossing here, that's it. It's not, what did I just say? Look, I got this King of Swords, right? Coming in a little swordsy, a little assholey. The energy is right. Well, these are read together, and this is read with this. So we'll say the energy is right, divine timing, for a happy new beginning here. But somebody, for reasons I've already explained, even with the tower over here, keeps fucking blowing it up. Why? Again, I get this strong energy every time I look at this card. The energy coming off of this guy is, they're doing me a favor, giving me this. And that's technically, if someone is giving to you, they are. But that's not the energy that you should do it under. That's a very selfish, narcissistic, superficial, ego defense mechanism, protection kind of thing, energy. No, you just do it because it's the right thing to do. And it makes you feel good. And it makes them feel good. That's equal give and take. It results in an energy of gratitude, which brings good things your way, what the kids call good karma coming at you, right? This is just, they have to, and it's not that they're doing this, well, they are doing it on purpose, but they've got themselves convinced that this is the only way they can do it. And they're compelled to come in. I've got the Lovers on top of the Two of Cups. You guys you're a completion energy for them. They have to. It's like a car needs to go to the gas station. If it runs on gas, of course, not an electric car, but you know, it's a completion energy. That tank runs out, you got to go to the gas station, or you could just park the car and never drive it again. It's up to you. This person here would be content to just park the car and never drive it again, but they're convincing themselves, fine, I'll go do it. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Let's pull on it. Let's do it. Here we go. I don't want to harp on this. I've said what I need to say. It's crossed by the Page of Pentacles, and again, it's a page. It's this something in their life. This card of the student. Something in their life has taught them that giving on a pure level to something they feel strongly about only gets them hurt. Yet the irony here is, I believe this person has always ended up, really, if you look at it, hurting themselves. You know, so it's weird. It's a bit of they're taking out some issue they've never dealt with on you in particular in this case, but it could be on a lot of things in their life. What's on top? Yep, Knight of Cups. This is read with the Lovers. They are coming in, but again, I've already told you. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Nine of Pentacles. Because they're coming in because they want to be, again, there's this card, here's that, I talked about this being a rich person, right? But the energy is someone with a God complex who's given because they've convinced themselves that they're doing you a favor. It's a bit like that. They're coming in with a cup of love, but it's really ego-y in a way. It's fucked up in some way. They are coming in with the intent to free themselves. There's liberation energy here. But it's all very selfish. It's all because of the ego here in the soul. All right? I mean, I'll sugarcoat it for you if you want. Yeah, The Knight of Cups is coming towards you. Someone who breadcrumbed you now wants to give the full loaf to get free and maybe move things on to calmer waters. But I got a Tower here, and I got a Tower here, and I got ego here, which is causing a Hangman, which is why the Hangman is there. I got a guard at the door, and I got a King of Swords energy around all of this. The Tower here is the most powerful statement from the universe. It's a cock block. They're getting in the way of it. All right? Okay. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe. Let's see what it wants to tell you. All right? Let's go. What else you want to tell Taurus before we go? Give me 3 cards from the bottom. So yeah, you'll probably hear from this person. You probably see a bunch of readings too around YouTube where you're going to hear from somebody. Yeah, sure. Okay. If that's what you want, that's your takeaway. But Jesus, this energy. Ah. Okay. All right. This is not the right energy for the soul. Again, I got a cock block of 2 soulmates here. I get a cock block of a happy new beginning here. It's all cock blocked because it's for the wrong reasons. They need to just put the ego down. I need to flip this upside down and just open up. I don't have a 3 of Cups here. I don't have anything like that. I don't have a devil either, but I suspect he lives with the King of Wands. Give me 3 cards, universe. What do you want to tell everybody? Yep, here we go again. Crossing here was the Page of Pentacles. I got a Page of Pentacles. I got a 7 of Wands. Again, I don't have a 3 of Cups anywhere. Yep, I have a Knight of Cups again. I have a Knight of Wands. And I have a Knight of Cups crossing a 7 of Wands. It's everything I already told you. I don't need to repeat it. This is an in and out energy. This is someone here who is... Something they've learned in the past has taught them to be defensive toward offering cups fully, toward opening up fully. The Knight of Cups does that. It's a very nice offer usually. And it's, again, I get a cock block. And I got communication here with the blue background, the throat chakra. But I've got an in and out energy. I've got an emotional immaturity because of something they learned from the past. There is some past pain that this person needs to deal with that causes them to have an ego here, to put a Queen of Swords at the door of anything that resembles this. Okay, so it is what it is. Yeah, you're probably going to have a conversation with this person. But it's going to be a little bit like they're doing it because they've convinced themselves that they're doing it because they're doing you a favor. Fine, I'll talk to you. Even though the truth is there's a shitload of love there underneath. There is. It's driving them crazy. All right? But they keep blocking it because it's some kind of defense mechanism here. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person with this reading, I've done my job, karmically speaking. So that's fine. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.